What's the worst thing you've done to an ex?
My best friend.
What is the worst thing you've done to an ex?
We're both cheaters.
How many times did you cheat?
More than like 6.
What's your body count?
61. I answered this already.
61.
Yeah.
So I'm about to get railed by two guys, which is something I do quite often, if I'm honest with myself. And while I'm waiting for them to get here, I was just thinking, I'm on pace to hit 365 bodies in 365 days.
Hey guys, welcome back to Get It Out. Now today I have a video from Living a Life of Abundance. This one's titled Every Single Reason Men Have Walked Away from Relationships in One Video. Guys, without further ado, let's get right into this.
Now that's what you call black magic.
Can you name me 3 countries outside of North America?
Can you name me 3 dogs you've eaten in the past month?
How much have you made since starting an OF?
You want me to say it on here?
Yeah, if you want to say it. Or just show me because I know you're logged in on your phone. $54,000? Y'all are sick because she looks 12. Y'all are weird.
She's sick for posting a content on OF. Doesn't matter if guys, because she looks young, they're subscribing. Like, she's there. Why is she there?
I bet it. I don't even know what to say. $54,000 in a week. You're sick. Y'all are sick. Twisted.
She's
Sick.
To be honest, she's just as sick because she knows exactly what she's doing and she's feeding into the problem. But men, we are mostly to blame here because if we didn't supply them, they won't have business. Now, gentlemen, I want to show you guys these clips of the idea revenge for a woman. Comment down below if you guys notice the pattern.
What's the worst thing you've done to an ex or a guy you were talking to?
His homeboy.
Did he know?
Yeah, I told him. I sent him the video of eating my.
I beg your pardon?
What's your body count?
61. I answered this already.
61.
Yeah.
Maybe your father didn't spend enough time with you. Maybe your mother didn't spend enough time. You didn't get the type of attention from your parents.
What's the worst thing you did to an ex?
I cheated.
Who did you cheat with?
A lot of people.
How many people?
Maybe 4 or 5.
Jesus Christ.
What's your craziest college confession?
When I hooked up with a guy, and then I went to his best friend the very next week.
What's your body count?
I will not say.
I'm thinking it's probably like 22-ish.
It's not 22. I'm not a.
No, you're not a.
You been that. You better just own up to it at this point.
My ex's best friend, and his other friends, and then I got with his other friends.
I'm a bit sad.
Oh, and then I dated his ex-best friend too.
Actually, I'm lying. I'm quite devastated.
You seen that term of endearment? It's the cool thing. Yeah, huh? Yeah, you did that. They talk like that. You guys heard it before. Yeah, that's right, girl. Yeah, ho. They call each other hoes.
Because he cheated on me after like.
If she was bad, it would have been okay though, right?
Yeah.
If you cheat, make sure she's bad.
All right, yeah, of course.
Now, according to the book of King Bustanut, section Hoology, it states, my brothers, these Asclepiation scriptures has never told us a lie. If a father never stayed in her life, then why should I? Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is why it's so important to have a father in a child's life.
You are his father.
All right. Thank you. You're my boy. It's my boy.
You just like him though.
What? What?
Appreciate every moment.
What is your craziest college confession?
Ask my ex-boyfriend's best friend just for fun.
Just for fun.
All of his friends just for fun.
Yeah.
What is the worst thing you've done to an ex?
Definitely like his best friend.
Why?
Man.
Why though?
He broke up with me like 2 days before that, and I was at a party, and I was like,
This wasn't 30, 90 days, 4 or 5.
I slept with my ex-boyfriend's dad while we were still together.
What?
Why did you do that?
Because I don't know.
It's an evil world we live in.
What's the worst thing you've done to an ex?
his friend.
They're all just smashing homies. I see why guys train some of these women. You gotta introduce that. Like, you don't get with a girl and not introduce when you're young. You have to introduce that. Hey, here's my boys. Introduce them as, hey, would you like to partake in some extracurricular activities? Because if you don't, you're taking a shot, a bad shot, shooting air ball.
Why did you do that though?
Because he was better than him.
How long were you guys together when you did that?
4 years.
You ruined a 4-year relationship.
I wanted to ruin it.
It's an evil world we live in.
What's yours confession?
My boyfriend's best friend.
While you guys were together?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I also got with 2 brothers.
Congratulations!
You got with 2 brothers.
And my sister's boyfriend.
She said what?
Oh, and your sister's boyfriend. Wow. Okay.
All right, what else?
That's lovely.
All right, what's the dare now?
What is your confession?
Damn. All right, let's just say I went to go see Sneaky Link. He flew me out, went to see him, and then he went to the club, and I went to go see someone else.
She belongs to the streets.
Wow.
What's the worst thing you've done to an ex or a guy you were talking to?
There was a guy that my ex absolutely hated. The week after we broke up, I kind of got with both of them in the same night. And
See, younger guys are seeing this. They know this generation is finished. They've been ruined by the past generation. They were thoughts before. Now, be very careful.
neither of them know about it.
You were just hard.
Yeah.
Stop it. Get some help.
Only in Western culture that you will see this kind of asinine behavior, because overseas, it's a different kind of story. If you don't believe me, take a look. Welcome to Russia.
A traditional family, yes. Yes, I want family. Seriously, relationship. To get married. This is my dream.
18. I have never. Never. 19.
На самом деле я жду своего мужа.
2.
You guys know how these feminist bumbacluts are always like, my body, my choice.
My choice! My choice! My choice!
Well, sweetheart, guess what? My passport, my choice. And boys, we're going to Russia because these girls, they aren't brainwashed by feminism like Western culture. You will never hear this come out of an American woman's mouth.
But wait! There's more!
What is the worst thing you've done to an ex?
So if y'all really want to try to come up off a check off a man, you could just an athlete. They're really done.
NBA Twitter wildly speculates that PJ Washington could be paying $2.4 million annually in child support.
To an ex. Moved on.
What's the worst thing you've done to an ex?
Probably like out of him. He just basically made me look bad. I'm like, you're not going to make me look bad, simple.
What's the worst thing you've done to an ex?
Guys, and I have to further what he just said. I've been not even a passport, bro, an expat for the past 10 years. It'll be 10 years in November. I have been living outside of the country. Right now, I have my Filipino wife right there, and it's the best thing ever. And the same thing, how many bodies you have? None. That's what you want to hear.
Ex.
I got my lick back.
What you do?
Nah, I don't want to go into detail.
Go into it.
Let's just say that me and his homeboy was cool in it.
What was the worst thing you've done to an ex?
I made out with his best friend
In front of him?
in the same room. I don't know if he was looking.
What is the worst thing you've done to an ex?
Cheat on him to get my lick back.
So he cheated on you first.
He cheated on me the whole relationship, and then I found out, so I got my lick back.
What's the worst thing you've done to an ex?
Bro, I cheated on that man like too many damn times. I literally responded to every single person that texted me that was fine, and I just didn't give a.
Come on now, dog.
Just when you thought you've seen the cream of the crop of cream gobblers, the semen demons. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you the final boss of all the semen demons.
So I'm about to get railed by two guys, which is something I do quite often, if I'm honest with myself. And while I'm waiting for them to get here, I was just thinking, I'm on pace to hit 365 bodies in 365 days. And last year, I was excited when I hit 300 in a year. But then this leaves me to think, what am I going to do next year? 500? 600? I'm an ambitious woman. I need to make sure that I'm always striving for greatness. I need to be chasing bigger and better numbers and always surpassing my limits.
Not even Ronaldo or Messi could put up those kinds of numbers in 3 seasons. Her earring holes are probably tighter than her coochie hole.
Sure is.
Gosh, she's probably
definitely
going
are.
to invent a new STD at her pace.
You should be looking for the one that's really tight because that has the most life left in it.
Mm-hmm.
What's the worst thing you've done to
I
an ex?
texted his best friend right after we broke up.
Come on, man. What is the worst thing you've done to an ex?
We're both cheaters.
How many times did you cheat?
More than like 6 or 7.
On the same guy?
Not the same person you're saying?
Yeah. 6 times.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just leave? What is the worst thing you've done to an ex?
Punched him.
Did you hurt him though?
I'm sure it didn't feel good.
I don't know, man.
I needed that too. Stop playing.
What about you?
Same thing.
Punched him?
Yeah.
Hold on. How about you?
Talk to a guy's brother.
Mm.
And the other brother.
You dated the other brother too?
Yeah.
And they allowed that?
No, he was really sad.
What's the worst thing you've done to an ex?
His best friend. That's all I'm gonna say.
You guys heard of Andrew Tate? How about we hear from Andrea Tate?
All the girls that are being 20 right now and absolute whores in the club, whatever not, in 10 years are going to be 30, trying to settle down and realize that all the good guys are taken. They're going to complain that they were ran through their whole life, but while they were partying for the past 10 years, all the good girls got cuffed by the good guys. And so now when they look at all the men that are options, they're going to be competing with the now 20-year-old good girls and be stuck. Why? Because all the good guys are gone. You missed your chance being a...
What, guys don't open car doors anymore?
How do you think I got in here?
Bro was tired and sick of her before she even got in. Yes, I reopened that door for her and tell her to get out.
Get out.
Walk down the stairs to 2023. We're at the
Picture. I told you this in Myrtle Beach, but you're like a fan favorite on the channel, so.
Oh, thank you.
Damn, look at him. What's the worst thing you've done to an ex or a guy you were talking to?
Probably up with the girl he was talking to.
Hooked up with his girl.
Yeah.
What's the worst thing you've done to an ex?
I'm peaceful.
Really?
Like, I move on.
What's the worst thing they've done to you?
Hey, I'm in the military, and I shipped off, went to basic training, and my ex cheated on me while I was gone.
What is the worst thing you've done to an ex?
Oh, that's a good one. I was in, like, my dad's girlfriend's Jeep. He was on his motorcycle.
Man, there's so many young girls that just do guys. That's when they do it. That's when they do the most. When girls are young. So these young guys have no hope. These women are young, racking up so many bodies. You had it all done it with 4 or 5 guys, and these girls like 19 years old. And it's getting it in. Nasty. You take it. You take it. I don't like him. You take it. You take it. Just because they bored. They do it because they're bored.
I may have like swerved him off the road.
So you
He's fine.
attempted.
No.
What is the worst thing you've done to an ex?
Ooh, I've actually tried to run my husband over. He tried to get with my car.
Like attempted murder type? Okay. What is the worst thing you've done to an ex?
I broke up with my ex for my female coworker.
What is the worst thing you've done to an ex?
What? Gee, I think I could cheat.
You better not. You better just own up to it at this point.
What is the worst thing you've done to an ex?
When I was younger and I was less mature, but he gave me a stuffed animal and I lit it on fire because of how mad I was.
Get some help.
What's the worst thing you've done to an ex?
He cheated on me. I knew he was cheating. And when I found out with the house key, he gave me an I carved cheater into his wall.
What is the worst thing you've done to an ex or guy you were talking to?
I guess.
Hey, how many times?
Tried a couple, but they're kind of lame.
Hey, what about you?
He was broke as and I still made him move to Atlanta for me, and then he went in the negatives.
What
He
the
went
hell?
in debt, and then I broke up with him.
Okay.
By the Constitution, by a prophetic cheek-slaying commander, he once stated, ladies, charming a bunch of cobras and cheating on your boyfriends is not revenge, because you only hurt yourself and father in the end.
Meanwhile,
Sorry. What's the worst thing you've done to an ex or a guy you were talking to?
Not responded to his text.
I tortilla'd his house.
That's some movie stuff.
Talked to his best friend.
His best friend? What's the worst thing you've done to an ex?
Beat him up.
You beat him up. Did he fight back?
Yes, you did. Okay, next question.
Oh, okay. You a boxer, huh? What's the worst thing you've done to an ex?
Go to Rolling Loud Toronto without him knowing.
And what did you do over there?
Went to Rolling Loud and had some fun.
What you mean by that?
Oh, you know what I mean.
You got.
I got.
I stole his chain.
How much did it cost?
15 grand.
15 grand? Where that chain at? What is the worst date you've been on?
We went bowling. I paid for everything, including the drinks and the bowling.
That's awesome.
And then while we're sitting there, and he's scrolling, getting as I'm sitting there, and then asked me to go back to the hotel room, and then he had a millimeter Peter.
Dating in the West nowadays is like this.
What is your craziest college confession?
This guy, on me, licked it off of me, and asked if he could spit it into my mouth because he wanted to feed me like a bird.
This is crazy.
You swallowed it?
What else was I supposed to do with it?
Sensational.
Worst thing you've done to an ex or a guy you were talking to?
I have a good one. I got with his best friend on his birthday.
It's pretty difficult to put into words how disgusted I am, how depressed I am.
That was your gift to him.
Yeah.
Surprise! Man, what made you want to do that though?
I wasn't invited to his birthday dinner.
Wow.
I don't understand why you even did this to yourself. This made you look so stupid.
They went to a Brazilian steakhouse.
I guess that's fair enough. You didn't get meat, so you got yourself a different pair of meat. Okay, fair enough.
You know what? I honestly wish that more people understand this concept. Dwayne Johnson?
This is not love. Dating is not love. Talking to someone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week is not love. Staying awake all night for someone is not love. Love is someone who sees your tough side and still chooses to love you. It's someone who does things for you when you can't. Someone who holds you and calms you when tears stream down your face. It's someone who expresses all the good things about you when all you see is bad. It's someone who makes sure you're okay. It's someone who thinks of you every night and every day. It's someone who is constantly devoted to you.
meanwhile,
Would you rather marry a guy who is rich, buys you a ton of fancy, but cheats on you?
The rich
Or
guy.
marry a broke dude who can't buy you, but his tongue is called the Finder 4000 and he doesn't cheat?
I'm gonna say the first guy. And here's why.
This is why the Red Pill community exists.
And this will be the exact same girl that will say, "Where are all the good men?" This will be her in 25 years.
This is what your Saturday looks like as a single in her 30s girl with no children. I woke up at 10:15, hungover, FaceTimed like 6 people. Took my pup on a walk, got some coffee, a little lavender from the new Starbucks spring line.
Oh boy, I gotta tell you, that sounds awful.
Now I'm walking to my friends to go to Beer Olympics for the afternoon. Then we're gonna come back to her place, get changed, get ready to go to country night.
This girl drinks too much. She's hungover, and then she's gonna go to Beer Olympics. Her problem was partying too much her whole life and getting ran through. I can tell.
Do some line dancing to some live music. Brought the pup because, again, who knows where the night's gonna take us? Because I have no responsibilities and no dependents besides the pup.
And that sounds pathetic.
I'm sorry, but she's lying. She's at least 40. And ladies and gentlemen, this is what coping looks like. See, the fact that she has to put this out there for validation indicates that she's not happy with her life.
Yeah, guys, and the state of today's dating is not even dating. These women hate men. They hate their men. Like, if a guy loves you, you hate him. That's what it is nowadays. And guys learn this. This is why guys are walking away from relationships, because these women are telling themselves it's crazy. But yeah, guys, I don't know. I think everybody needs to get their passport and see what's out there beyond yonder, because you see the difference in a woman. The woman over here in the East are like, hey, I want to have your baby because I've never had a man before in my life. I desire you so much, as compared to a woman acting like she hates you. What do you choose? Most men are going to choose the latter. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next video.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me